CineBeards.
Fuck.
Apparently not.
All right.
Level 8, let's
Okay.
go. Oh, wait.
No, dude, we.
Yeah, we're on 10, I think.
Okay.
Unless there's an 11 somewhere. No, we're on 10. Also, hi, Houstoners.
Hello!
Hey,
you- oh
Houstoners.
shit, it's a blimp?
Yes.
Oh, I just want to point out that Sterling's previous review was a 35 for Helldivers 2.
Because it had microtransactions.
Yeah, it's like, at this point, do you even enjoy video games? Why are you doing this?
And look, I get that, you know, reviewing predatory practices in the industry is an important watchdog thing to do. But like, then
There's
you
a-
need to
there's
take it
a-
by a case basis.
Yeah, I'm sorry, there has to be some degree of... You can't post yourself as this sort of intellectual rallying against dogma if you yourself are just being stupid and dogmatic. I don't know.
Agreed.
It's like, at that point, do you enjoy video games? Are you actually enlightening consumers?
And like, I get not enjoying video games for the like state of the industry, TM, but there's gotta then like, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Dragon's Dogma 2 and Helldivers 2 are... I mean, I've played neither, but I only hear good things about them from people
True.
I trust. Like,
I
in
do
terms of...
see that the
in terms of
microtransactions
fun
in Helldivers
games-
are a little bit different, though, because they do
Yeah.
actively kind of affect what's happening in the game.
Well,
I mean,
no,
it
they just-
is
they
at the end of the
circumvent a
day,
little bit of grinding.
it is an insanely fun game that people play because it's fun, not because they are being sort of hypnotized by a grind like
It ain't no
Avengers or
Destiny.
Suicide Squad. Yeah,
Ain't
exactly.
no Destiny.
It's not a game that is like trying to prey on the worst aspects of like human psychology that gambling preys on.
It's not a fucking gachapon, you know.
Yeah, it just looks insanely fun.
One thing that I've learned about Helldivers 2 that I find very fun is like apparently like the whole galactic war is just being run by one guy. He's like the dungeon master.
They've got
Yep.
one GM that's like running he says he'll get up at like 2 a.m. with ideas and just implement them.
And they just
Just
let
as
him
carte
go.
blanche.
They
Which
just
is-
let him go.
Fucking
That's
great,
insane
dude.
to me.
That's indie spirit.
They're listening to crazy shit from the community as well. Because
Yeah.
the community is like, hey, what if there were drones that could use flamethrowers? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah. What if
friendly
there were
fire
drones that
is
could use
cool thing.
flamethrowers?
One of my favorite things that he does is like he's created this whole myth of the fact that APCs exist in the game because he'll just spawn into random games with an APC.
What? No
Yeah.
way.
Yes, and then people are like, dude, there's APCs in the game. And then people are like, no, you're fucking lying. And like, no, seriously.
You are an enemy to democracy.
It's
basically,
incredible.
They like started sneaking the flying bugs into the game every so often. And
Yeah.
anybody who took pictures, like screenshots or reported them were basically told they're spreading bug propaganda.
It's so
That's
good. Yeah, I'm all for that. And it's $40. Suck my balls.
Yeah, so we'll probably play on Tuesday, Dion.
Nice. I'm 100% down.
What's happening on Tuesday?
Helldivers, I bought it on Steam so I can play it with mouse and keyboard like God intended.
As
Okay.
Christ intended.
But you
I
but-
also, Base convinced me I've ordered myself a Steam controller.
His Steam controller is very nice.
can you
Yeah.
still find them? I thought they were discontinued like years ago.
Off Amazon, you can get them secondhand. You can get new ones, but the new ones are obviously like crazy expensive. But I got one that was rated like very good, and it has the photos. It's got all the box candy, all the dongles,
Okay.
and all that stuff. So, yeah,
Okay.
and I mean, yeah, if I really like it, then maybe I'll get a second one, like new. But it was cheap enough that I can just try it out.
Yeah.
Does it really look like, yeah, since Jason fucking ruined my life and got me into console stuff,
Thanks,
I
Jason.
do find myself wanting to play on controllers more for certain games, but also being very frustrated by thumbsticks.
Don't blame me, blame Batman and
Yeah.
horror game,
Fucking
Until
asshole.
Dawn.
So anyway, this is ostensibly supposed to be a movie podcast.
We
What the
are
fuck
a
is a movie?
hybrid movie video game podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so what are we,
We
gonna
have
start
gaming
off with?
beards episodes.
Trailer
But yes,
or the
let's
double bill?
Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about the trailer of the day.
we got to talk about a trailer.
Yeah.
Because what we saw was not a movie for that double bill. That was an affront to God, man, and I'm not going to talk about it on Easter because it's a holy day for me.
Okay, but
What
we'll talk
double
about it
bill was
immediately
this?
after this. The same one we did last week, Dion.
What was that?
I mean, week before.
The one that your memory blocked out to save you.
Yeah, the one that you've clearly memory hold.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See? It clearly worked. So anyway, Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Hold on, what was the fucking double bill?
No, you'll find out later. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Damn it, my fucking goof. Assholes. Carry on.
Oh no, it's a Robo Turtle.
So Bad Boys.
We have fought this guy before.
This one.
Bad Boys. I don't know. I really like that the entire thing was in a different language.
For
I like
context, listeners, Dion watched the trailer in on the Indian channel, so it would be Pashto or
Sony
Hindi?
Pictures India, and yeah, it was great. I like that they said Bad Boys in English and they said Soulmates in English, and I didn't understand the rest of it. It made it, I don't know, it made it pretty cool. Like I think I might check it out as long as it's not in English.
I
really liked the last two shots of the trailer were the Michael Bay rising circling shot thing, and
indeed,
and
Michael
Will
who?
Smith making a penis joke.
Oh, I didn't hear
the
that.
penis joke, and you know the
I need to install Duolingo.
it just like why are we here? Why are we like fighting crime with these like 60-year-old men at this point?
To be fair, all things aside, Will Ferrell, fucking hell, Will Smith does look pretty incredible for his age. Like, I don't know what the Scientologists inject him full of. It's whatever Tom Cruise is injected full of. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
What's
just
it,
Tom Cruise's
adrenochrome?
blood. Tom Cruise.
Adrenochrome. You
Is
can
that what
buy
it's called?
adrenochrome on the internet.
Oh my god.
Like, it's not like a weird thing. You can just buy it. It's not weird, guys. But like, yeah, I'm really impressed that they were somehow able to go back in time and get the cinematographer from the first Transformers film, seemingly, to do the
Christ.
the cinematography for that.
To pull them out of whichever institution they've been
Yes.
residing in for the last decade.
Just Michael Bay's basement. That's where he lives.
Yeah.
And it's like, show me pretty
He's like,
pictures.
pull him out and like expose him to sunlight and put cameras in his hands and just like go.
It's horrible. The
Yeah,
trailer's
terrible.
horrible, the
Fuck
film looks
awful.
horrible, and
I
also
can't
the
wait
fact...
for it.
Yeah, no, can't wait.
I'm gonna hate watch the shit out of that.
But also, I was made aware to the fact that this is the fourth Bad Boys film, but the
Yes.
previous Bad Boys film is the one that they
Bad
decided to
Boys
call
for
Bad
Life.
Boys for Life. So, what the
Yes.
fuck are we even doing here?
Because they did not know that they were going to get another one afterwards. And
Yeah.
they're like, hey, this is our comeback one. Let's use Bad Boys for Life because that's the thing.
Did the last one do well? I assume it did.
Yeah, it must have.
It must have if Sony greenlit the sequel, although
Well, come on
that
now.
that
Come on.
more credit that they deserve.
Oh man. Quick question: when last was Eddie Murphy in anything? I was thinking about that the other day.
Never, hopefully.
Because Eddie Murphy, I remember at one point was just like he was
Everywhere.
rated for like I think 5 years in a row the most overpaid actor in Hollywood, where he was just getting these absolutely obscene paydays for like straight to VHS kind type films, and then he just vanished. I was just wondering.
I think he retired. Did he retire? Maybe.
I would have retired to a fucking island if I was him, and had any decency.
If only. So that
Okay,
movie looks bad, and we will definitely be watching it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Gonna watch the shit out of that.
So now, do we talk about our double bill?
Yes, we do, and we are
Yeah.
talking
Double
about
bill.
the double bill of Argyle and Madame Web.
Or Madame Web and
The two
Argylle if you're
most-
feeling spicy.
The two most co-worker core movies in human existence. A phrase that I have fucking coined. You heard it here first.
Rated R,
I
guys.
hope you know now that you've coined that co-worker core, people are going to start dressing in co-worker core fashion.
That's fine. I don't care.
What does
Like,
that even
I-
look like, Jason?
I don't know, but there are people who
I was
dress.
about to say, what does that mean for you?
Is that just
Does that mean-
cosplaying The Office? Like,
Yes. No, it is. It's just the most boring, regular clothing you'll ever see in your life. And maybe a Black Sabbath t-shirt.
ooh,
That's
edgy.
But yes, my fucking god, Argyle might be one of the worst movies I've seen in a very, very, very
Yeah,
long time.
I gotta
can't
say-
believe you, Marcus, that you think that Madame Web is worse.
No. To
'Cause
be
you are
fair, if they were the
wrong.
same length, I would probably go with Marcus. But just the fact
Yeah,
that
agreed.
Argyle has the goal to be
It
over
takes on
2
another
hours long.
hour. Yeah.
It just
the-
keeps going forever and ever. It never stops, and it just somehow gets worse all the time. The first time I was like, "This is bad," but this isn't Madame Web bad. And by
Yeah,
the end, I
first
was
half
just
of the
wishing
movie.
for death.
Although
No,
the
the
that's-
performance of Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney, who are just putting in the most like time punch card performance of like film history,
Yeah.
carried me through so much of Madame Web. And like
Madame
especially
Web, though, did
especially
have
with the full quotes of fucking Sydney Sweeney and Dakota Johnson saying like, "Oh, how do you respond to the fact that it's been critically panned?" And they're just like, "I acted in the movie. I didn't create the movie. I don't know what you want from me." Just absolutely checked out.
there was a degree of apathy and technical incompetence in Madame Web, though, that Argyle could not match. Argyle,
Yes.
it feels like
But that's
everyone
what made
involved
it
in Argyle
fun.
thought that they were making something great.
Yes, because that's what fucking Vaughn's personality cult is. Is like, I
Yeah.
can do this colorful thing, and that's ooh wow, isn't that amazing? It's like, no,
it
bro,
worked
this is
quite
fucking
well
shit.
in the first
Hey,
Kingsman.
well, yeah, but what do you think of the fact that at the end of the day, like it was actually kind of a stealth prequel to Kingsman?
Oh my god, that was so awful! I hated that. So, do you know what? Do you know why Argyle is worse again? Because we come to expect utter dreck. From when we see Sony and comic book movie, 9 times out of 10, we know it's going to be some of the worst shit we've ever seen in our life. With with this fucking Argyle, it is making me rethink whether Kingsman 1 was ever any good, or if I was just in my early 20s and an idiot.
Basically,
Yeah, that's
whether
pretty
or not you
devastating.
were a Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, it is. It's like it's making me revise my complete view and
Oh,
opinion
April
of
drops
that
the
film.
mic when you beat a boss. That's great.
Nice,
That is
and
great.
apparently Donatello teabags dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's
But
incredible.
no, man, fuck that movie, and just
Madame Web's
the cinematography. Okay, and that's another thing is that because Sony is incredibly invested in like doing all their movies as showcases for their like very expensive, technically advanced film cameras that they make and lease out to productions. They at least they've got some skin in the game that okay, this is shit. This is the worst thing you'll ever
Evil
see.
by Baxter.
We have to make it look okay. So we have to shoot on locations. We have to get a DOP that can actually see. And we can't just fucking MasterCard commercial CGI everything. Because Jesus Christ, the CG in Argyle was so offensively like green screen. I'm just like, this
the
looks
ones where
like
you've got
a
Cavill
commercial.
Thomas are supposed to be bad green screen.
No, that I get. I'm talking about the premiere final sequence. of the big fight scene in the corridor, and then the big fight
Oh,
scene
Oh,
in
when
the
they do
oil
like the
slick.
color smoke stuff and everything is
God,
just
it's
so
so
horribly
awful.
composited.
And they're just so very obviously face replaced with the fucking gas masks. It's just like, what? Who thought this looked good? This looks
Hey,
like a
come on, at
MasterCard
least-
commercial.
At least the oil ice skating scene wasn't the worst thing that's ever happened in the world.
No! Oh, but it was, Dion! You fool! You fool!
Oh,
It
no!
was!
Oh, you called my bluff.
Do you know
Yeah.
that in that entire fucking fight sequence, she doesn't get oil on her dress?
Yes, we
What?
picked that
And-
up. There's like a little streak at the
on
end.
the,
It was
on the bottom of her dress, there's a tiny.
And
in your
because
face,
it's a fucking
Thomas.
PG-13 movie, it's bloodless. So she's stabbing and murking all these dudes, and they're just kind of falling over, going,
And she's using a gun after they just said, "Hey, we can't shoot."
Hey, we can't use the gun.
She's just shooting willy-nilly. She's just in a like spiraling around.
Because she's Agent Argylle. She's so intense.
What do you mean, Alfred R. Kyle?
Who did
Also,
Bryce
you know-
Dallas Howard piss off in Hollywood that she gets not only the worst wig in the world, but then also the worst wig in the world?
The worst wig in the world. Her hair was the most fried I've ever seen in my life, and I was a goth in the early 2000s.
Well,
And
also
I
Henry
saw some
Cavill was
fried
in-
fucking hair, bro.
Dude, it was
Cavill
so
had
distractingly
two-
awful.
But anyway, but hey, I'll give Argyle one thing,
No.
and one thing only. No,
No.
hear me out.
Good, Marcus.
Hear me out.
Give
It
it.
did not use a Pepsi Cola sign as the final boss.
No, that was rad. That was rad because see, that's the thing is the stuff in Madame Web that was awful was so dumb that it was fun. That's
Yeah,
what was.
it was
that-
definitely it was more of a fun time. Like I would
Yeah,
rewatch Madame
was-
Web happily with
exactly.
Martina to
I
show
would
her.
have to be chained to a chair and fucking Lashift to rewatch Argyle. No, man. No.
Yeah. So Madame Web, the greatest ADR in the history of cinema.
The ADR of the man
The first-
being
the
fucking
first
ADR
time-
where you can see his mouth.
the first time that he spoke without his lips moving, I was
You're
like,
like,
oh, I think I
okay.
caught a little Easter egg. or not Easter egg,
Little
like
did you know
little-
that
like
was
little
a stylistic
whoopsie.
choice.
20 minutes later. Jesus Christ.
And then you're just
the
like,
pitch
oh,
meeting
it's
was
all his dialogue.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they're related, but I was sick with, on the couch, unable to move for the next 5 days. Related? I'm not saying it isn't.
Yeah, no, I think Argyle definitely will make you physically ill.
I
And that
do
looks-
wonder, though, how I would have felt if I'd watched them in the opposite order.
Like I did.
Yeah, because Argyle, we started at like midnight, and I really wasn't feeling great. So by like 2 a.m., I wanted to kill myself.
Look,
So I
all I know
wonder-
is that Argyle could have made my top 10 if they had done one thing, and that
Yeah,
was made
one
John Cena
thing.
and
Oh,
Henry
God.
Cavill kiss at the end.
Yeah, if they actually
Well-
had the two of them kiss at the end, top 10. Like, they set it up. It was going to be so good.
None of you fuckers brought me back.
I was busy being shocked. I couldn't do anything.
I was busy not bringing you back, so I also have an excuse.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, but so Madame Web, right? Who's like I just want to know, like, who looked at who in the casting office was sitting at
Are
the
you
desk?
asking a casting question?
I'm asking a casting question.
I will
It was-
try and impart knowledge.
Okay. And
Please
like
do.
Adam Scott walks in, and you're like, we've got this character called Ben.
With great power comes responsibility that's kind of great.
Yeah, Jason called that instantly. When he saw it, he was like, it's Uncle Ben. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, come on, it can't be that stupid. What are you talking about?
Like I see it, and I'm like, I got physically angry. Like you should ask my wife. I was yelling at the screen.
Okay, Marcus. Like if you're legitimately asking this question, I can actually provide insight into that casting
Okay.
choice. So, the reason for that is for them to go, okay, we're doing our Marvel Cinematic whatevers, and we need an actor young enough to play this
Yeah.
character at least 3 more times.
Yes. And
Okay.
it was
But-
also
but-
so
but when
sad.
it was-
And Argyle, they cast so many great actors. There are so many people.
It's
who
Sam
felt like-
Rockwell! He's amazing!
I love Sam.
Everybody loves Sam Rockwell. He's a national treasure.
There are so many people who also in like Madame Web, you could see were like, yes, I'm getting on the Marvel money train, baby.
Well,
Here we
well,
go.
a lot of them were
MCU
told
time. Yeah. Or at least had it strongly implied. You're in the MCU now, baby, for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
So, but like, wait, like I didn't see Ben Parker there. I just saw
absolutely
I saw
not.
Ben Wyatt like
Yeah,
taking a
whole
break.
time.
was just-
Whole time.
It's like
And the girl
come
from
on.
Screen Queens, and I was like, what are you sweet children doing here?
Yeah,
You should
And
not be
Sydney
in this
Sweeney.
mess. Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney and that girl from the woman from the really good Suspiria remake.
yes.
But no, it is one of the greatest worst double bills in existence.
Yeah,
And it's
no.
really nice to have movies so fervently cemented into the bottom 10 immediately.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes-
Oh,
it
I
makes my
didn't get
job-
to.
It makes my job in October really easy with you guys.
We've just got to
Oh,
remind
when I
you
recommend
on
stuff.
things.
I didn't teabag the Baxter Stockton.
Oh, you should.
Aw.
Oh,
disappeared.
dang! Oh,
Oh, God.
shit! Oh no, we should be afraid. I think.
Be
think
not
so.
afraid.
Okay, well you're Ninja Turtle people. Should we be afraid of this guy?
Yes,
Yes.
Because we're the heroes.
that's fair.
Oh,
Elon's correct.
Heroes always win.
that makes sense to me. Do. Oh shit! A portal
Yep.
to the
Ooh.
Nether Realm.
Dimension X, probably.
Oh, Dimension Expo.
Technodrome
Technodrome.
Redux.
That's a great name for a stage. Holy shit!
Yes.
So, Thomas, did you watch anything interesting this week?
I watched a lot of very interesting things this week. I showed my wife one of the most interesting and misunderstood by film critics and audiences alike kaiju movies, Colossal.
Oh man, I
That
love.
Jason and
that.
I watched
Oh.
together back in the day and is absolutely magnificent and holds up fantastically well in case.
Yeah,
Isn't that
we
the
were
one that we
nothing.
legally purchased and then it came out in the cinemas here like a year later?
No, like 3 years later.
Okay, I actually remember this. That was great.
Yeah, it is an amazing movie, and it is rated so poorly. And Sarah and I were talking about it, and the core of the film, Vuceness, is nice guyism, like the true face of somebody will do if they have power over you in a like insecure setting. And what Sarah came to the realization is that these are film reviewers, right? Nerds, geeks. This probably
They
hits
are the
home
nice
for a lot of people.
That's a very
And-
good point.
As a result, or like not for them maybe, but for their friends or people they know. So it's like, hang on, don't talk shit about Jimmy Bob. He's not an awful psychopath. He's a nice guy. So that's what Sarah thinks, and I
That's not
really
a bad,
do
a
recommend
bad
it.
point. Yeah.
But yeah, it is an amazing movie, and if you can watch it, listeners, it's great. It's a good meditation on nice guyism and alcoholism,
Yep.
and just a fantastic act from Jason Sudeikis and
Ooh.
Away.
Anne Hathaway and away.
Mm-hmm.
Where Anne
good stuff.
Hathaway.
Gotta watch that again.
You really should.
I also remember being fucking perplexed because I only heard bad things about it. And then
Yeah.
Martina and I loved it. And we were like, wait? And like, just triple checking. Is this the same film?
It's the same.
On Rotten-
No,
like the same,
Yeah,
no,
but-
it's the same one.
too much nice guyisms in film reviewing.
That's a
circles,
really
I
good
guess.
point. Let's Sarah on that one.
Sarah is incredibly smart. That's why I married them.
Yeah.
Another thing, another good double bill that I did this week from and it's a good exercise in yo-yoing film quality. I watched
Fuck.
the American remake of The Ring, which is really good
Yes.
and really captures. It's the best kind of remake where it captures the spirit and the vibe of the original in like
The Ring and The
creepy-
Grudge both had
Yeah.
inexplicably good American remakes.
like really really good. And the
Well, if I recall
and
correctly,
weird and
I
strange.
I
don't
know
know
The
what-
Grudge used a lot of the original like creative team, and
but
Sam Raimi produced.
wasn't the Japanese director of The Ring
Yeah.
also heavily involved with the American remake?
I don't know that.
Yes, he was. I do
Okay.
believe Marcus
What
is
a
right.
weird little, very short-lived golden age that was.
Yeah, 2 movies.
I would say I would call it more of a golden
Two
blip in early 2000s
Two-
horror.
Two
Golden Week.
incredibly seminal
That's-
films for
that's
me,
Japan,
like in terms of shaping like what I enjoy in horror. I mean, The Ring killed it. Fucked me up. The American one.
Yeah,
It
it's really
absolutely
good, and it's
fucked me up. I love it.
just as creepy and fucked up as the Japanese one. And I was like, oh my god, this captures everything so well. And then you watch the sequel to the American Ring.
Oh no! Where they were just like,
Oh.
"Cool, we can do this. We got this.
We got this. We know, guys. We got it. We don't
Yeah.
need the consultants
We don't need
anymore.
any of them." Yeah.
We know exactly what we're doing.
Blurry
That's
boy,
hilarious.
how good
photos.
they not, because they go from the
The thing that
original,
made the
like
first one
being-
scary was blurry faces in photos, right? We need
Yeah.
lots of that. All of that.
We
all
need
the
lots
time.
of that. Also, possession. That was in
Yes.
the first one, right? Yeah, definitely. No, what? Yeah, no,
I mean,
we need the
it's
child to
scary.
be possessed.
Possession is
Why?
scary.
Oh, because the
It's 9/10
girl
of the
wants
law.
to come back and be alive now. Okay, but why?
Why?
Oh no, because. Just because.
Mhm.
Yeah, horrible, absolute, and it's great because they got everybody back to do the sequel, so
Mhm.
they trick those people as well, because it's like,
Oh.
I remember doing this first movie, it was pretty good, it got good reviews, people liked it, I enjoyed doing it, and then
It's
just
weird that,
great.
that a movie about essentially curses, like The Grudge, basically seems to be blessed because it managed to survive an American remake and a Netflix series.
Yes, and not just survive but thrive.
But thrive.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's
ironic, I
American
reckon.
Remake though.
Hmm?
That American remake though.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Grudges.
What? What?
There was another American remake in 2019.
I never watched that. How
You
terrible was
shouldn't.
it?
Isn't it technically a reboot of the remake?
Oh,
Yep.
good. So they
Yeah,
can have their own
indeed.
universe. Good.
It's not good. But the Ring, the first American Ring is good, and if you like the Japanese one and you've seen it, and you want something that is within
I
the
kind of want to
same,
just go double bull the original and the American one.
it acts as a very good double bill because you can see a lot of the cultural things that are weird for one are not there in the other, and that are there in one.
Yes,
are not there in the
like
other.
how in the Japanese one the dude just straight up hits the woman. And get back to your senses.
Yeah. That doesn't
Like,
happen in the
They're
American
just sitting by the well and he's just like, slap, get your shit together, woman.
Slap! You're being hysterical.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's in there, and that's not great.
Sean Connery produced. Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. I also watched another movie that is an absolute easy in for the bottom 10, everyone, and it's a
Ooh.
horror film, and it is the single most ChatGPT written horror movie
Oh,
I've ever
God.
seen in my life. What the fuck is happening?
Whoa.
He's seeing
Oh.
us through his visor.
Yeah. We
Ow.
have to
Dodge
to
his
fight.
fists.
Oh,
Dodge's giant
roll,
fist.
fight the power!
You careful, he's
Um,
gonna fist you. Yeah?
Oh, like Mr. Fisto!
Oh, make him
Mr.
punch the thing. Make him punch
Oh.
the thing.
I'll do that next time. But yeah, it is called Imaginary, and it does
I
not
saw
feature.
that.
It does
I
not
downloaded
feature
it.
one single original idea in existence. Every single idea is stolen. And not just like, and I don't mean like just Rebel Moon stolen. I mean 1-to-1 lifted from other movies and franchises. Also, it has a lot of like really bizarrely inexplicable dialogue where you feel like you're missing lines. So again, I'm like, this is written by a robot, because that's one of the things that ChatGPT does, is it misses out a lot of context that people need to understand what is happening. So yeah, I am almost 100% sure that a robot wrote that film. And it is very bad, and it is acted very poorly, and the CGI is rubbish, and nothing is good about it. You should definitely check it out for the bottom 10.
I will. Yay!
It's all imaginary.
Because I'm still looking for something to. Well, okay, I'm not going to double bill it with stop motion, but I am looking for something, or waiting for something to double bill stop motion with.
I will let you know as soon as there's something appropriate.
No, I cannot watch Mad God again.
Jesus, it took me like 3 views. It took me 3. Like I had to watch it in 3 parts. It
Mad
was
God
so
is
intense.
a cinematic marvel and masterpiece.
No, it is.
Speaking of cinematic marvels and masterpieces that took forever to make, we are finally getting Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. We're finally getting it after like 10 years and not one production company giving him money. So he had to sell wine and all of his he put $120 million of his own money in this movie. A movie which he has been quoted as saying,
George Lucas. Why isn't George Lucas funding shit like
because
this?
Because this is gonna be fucking weird.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Lucas used to do cool weird shit. What's wrong with him?
A quote for this movie from Coppola says, "This movie has no commercial appeal, so I cannot wait for it because it's just gonna be pure auteur." And I am so excited for that. My recommendation for this week, if we're doing recommendations now, which I assume we are.
Yeah.
My recommendation for this week is the 2022 horror anthology film called Satanic Hispanics. Which you see, you'd think that, but it's actually pretty solid and has the short stories in the anthology range from comedic ha-has that are quite funny to like serious political horrors, which are very good. Yeah, really, really good. Satanic Hispanics 2022. Check it out.
Nice.
My recommendation is Pepper Grinder.
Oh, I saw that. I put it on my wish list. It's a 2D platformer.
Yeah, I played it at Gamescom and completely fell in love, and it just came out. There's a demo for it. It's on Switch and Steam. It's like basically the mechanic is you're a woman and you have a drill and you drill through the ground. And
do you row fight the power?
No, it just has pure mechanics. It just feels so ridiculously good. It's just like a 100% mechanics and feel based game, which is what I love.
It's on that Hollow Knight shit.
Kind of, yeah, but like no Metroidvania, nothing like more platformer logic.
Okay, cool.
But it's on that Celeste shit.
Try the demo. It's delightful. It's really good.
Yeah, my recommendation is just be on the lookout.
Oh shit, that is a good recommendation because you never know.
You never know.
You just never know.
Be on the lookout.
What are you talking about?
Be on the lookout.
Yeah, be on the lookout. It'll make sense,
Marcus.
Watch out there now. You know.
Yeah, watch out there now.
No, that doesn't. What am I supposed to put in the little frame for the
anxiety?
I might be able to give you something.
Okay, fine. I will appreciate that. My recommendation, even though I didn't get to talk about it, is rewatch terrible 2000s movies that you liked as a teenager.
Yeah, like Underworld.
Underworld, the feature-length New Rock commercial.
I only watched Freddy vs. Jason so many times.
Freddy vs. Do you know? Okay, wait, just quickly. Do you know that apparently that whole scene of Kelly Rowland talking to Freddy, like cussing him out, is completely ad-libbed, and they didn't write it, and she just made that whole thing up.
That's
and
incredible.
they're like, We have no idea why she did
Yes,
that.
now I have to watch it again.
But then
Yeah.
she's like, no, they absolutely wrote that and told me to say it like that. And the director's like, we have no idea where this came from. This is crazy. I don't know which reality is funnier.
Yeah, Underworld
They're
2
both
or
amazing.
Underworld. We did Underworld. We double billed Underworld 1 and 2 Evolution.
Underworld 2, but sexier.
Yeah, and my God, that movie cannot get its own lore consistent.
No
Like it changes.
ways!
It changes like all the fucking like within movies. Like
Yep.
it'll change. It's like it makes no sense, and you're like,
It doesn't. It doesn't. But there's a bunch of sexy pale people in New Rocks. So you're gonna fucking watch it.
Damn shit. The best one is like now, Thomas. I don't know when the last time was you watched the third one. We watched that one today. Rise of the Lycans.
That's the one on the cruise ship of vampires.
No,
right?
no. That's the
Oh.
one that's in the olden times.
You
that
know,
tells
I
the
don't
story
think I
of.
ever watched that one.
Oh my God, watch it because you'll see extras, right? Like
Mhm.
people in the vampire court, and
Mhm.
you'll be like, wait a minute, that's not era appropriate clothing.
Oh
Did they just pull goths off the street?
the classic extras casting. As an extras casting director, I have done that. I've been there. It's so hard to cast for.
Yeah.
You just pull in your friends.
And also, the whole movie is fucking blue.
Oh yeah, that blue tinge.
That blue
Amazing.
tinge, like it's so it's so bad. But like you gotta kind of respect it for just sticking to being so fucking
No, I do.
stupid.
I do. We have been the
So
CineBeards,
anyway,
listeners.
We have been the CineBeards.
We've never been the CineBeards. Good night.
That we have.
No.
Good night, listeners.